You there. Do you serve the 7th Legion?
Speak with Captain Wardouche here, or move along. I have no time for you.
Captain Wardouche's wounds are too great. He cannot dry up like a puddle on the desert sands. He deserves to meet death like the mighty warrior he is.
You there. Do you scout for the Imperial invaders? Is that why you passed this way? Captain Helenus and her Imperial troops stole the old tower right from under us. We returned from our patrol to find the position taken by Imperial runts. They must have known we were weak. They must have been warned. Doesn't matter now, does it? The Imperials got in, and the border post is lost. I have a dying request. Bring me the helm of Captain Helenus, so I can rally others to our banner. We can salvage some honor, at least. In trying to retake Old Tower, I have won only my death. But there is still honor. I can think of nothing but taking Captain Hellenus' helm. It will rally Covenant troops to this camp, and we will reclaim the tower once more. If I die while you are gone, that is Moloch's will. As long as my death has honor, I have no sorrow in its coming. My sister wives, Shagrum Grodumba and Shamus Grodumba, will do what they must, when they must.
he said. Captain Wardouche could not wait for you to return. My sister gave him an end befitting a warrior. Keep the helmet of his foe. We do not need reminders of this folly. Yes. Once his suffering was greater than his need to see his revenge made manifest. Keep the trophy if you wish. The idea that waving a stolen hat would somehow restore the old tower to us was nothing but a dying orc's folly.
Rumor is that Count Ravenwatch found something important in the Lorkrata Hills. Was it a weapon, maybe? Or an ancient artifact of incredible power?
Hold a moment. What business have you in Bangkorai Gare? Oh, 1,000 pardons. I didn't recognize you. Welcome back, sir. Luckily, structural damage was fairly minimal. The lion's share of the work has been gathering bodies, tending the wounded, and so forth. Grim work, to be sure, but necessary. The only Imperials outside are being piled into mass graves. Aye, we've put the able-bodied to work clearing debris. The rest are held in the central keep, awaiting orders from headquarters. Not my decision, but if I had my way, we'd need a few more shovels and a great deal more rope.
It is difficult to find a blade worthy of Onsi's blessing outside the Alakir, but I do have a few fine swords worth inspecting. Take a look.
stay out of trouble.
I must have upset someone high up in the guild to end up posted here. Ah, well, things will change eventually. In the meantime, I still have some interesting items to show you.
I've got a lot to do here.
This is all just a big misunderstanding.
I guess this is Jagramak's last brawl. Damn shame. If I see Moloch, I'll put in a good word for you.
I would like to put him with the rest of the wounded, but it's too dangerous to move him. I fear it will not be long before Tuwaka comes to claim him.
Greetings.
Ugh, the stables need tending to. Ugh, the horses need feeding. Malek's left tusk. I'm tempted to just eat the cursed beasts.
You look all right, I suppose.
You there. This one needs assistance. Good meeting, Walker. Do you have a moment? My business partner is in trouble, and this one could use some aid. My partner, Skyward Eyes, darted into these ruins, seeking some ancient magical travel device to get her out of Bangkorai. Imperial invaders, perhaps? Giant chains dropping from the sky? Or maybe she just got spooked by a crow. Not sure. Anyway, she ran straight through those Daedra. And this one isn't going after that one. Will you help get her to safety? Just make sure Skyward Eyes is safe. This one's at her wit's end. This one will try to satisfy your curiosity. We didn't. At least this one didn't. We set up shop in Martyr's Crossing.
but the Imperials wrecked the place. Skyward Eyes insisted we could escape through here. Joan and Jode told her all about it. This. She said something about an ancient Red Guard travel altar that the Shaveskins would use to escape. Sounds like skooma dreams to me. If you find her, you can ask her. We sell Tamriel is Doomed survival kits. These are packs of basic survival supplies, like dried fruit and bandages. I manage the money. Skyward Eyes is our prophet of doom, and we scare enough locals to make a healthy income. Thank you. It works pretty well. At least until Skyward Eyes gets spooked by one of her own stories and bolts for the tall timber. Then we have inconvenience.
King of Worms served me poorly. Perhaps you will do better. Like all worldly things, you will in time wear and be used up.
Ah, good, you are not a Daedra. They are this one's enemies, and must not hear this one's plans to escape the vampire skeevers. Happy day! Help this one perform the rite that will enable escape from the vampire skeevers. That is why Imperials invade Bangkorai, you know. Vampire skeevers. This one finds one of 2 runestones needed for Arla Mehera's altar. That is an ancient Redguard device to get the user, me, safely out of Hammerfell. Will good-looking new friend get second runestone? The rune of transit from Southern Tower? Pretty, please? This one marks your map to runestone. You are true friend to this one, like Norzan Tail. new good-looking friend has returned with the ruin of transit. Finally, this one can flee frightening land of Hammerfell. Now this one performs magic ritual. Focus of Redguard teleportation magic. Very powerful. Exactly what this one needs, I think. This one knows, sort of. No matter, this one improvises with skill. As for you, perhaps you will stand back a bit, you know, in case. Hello. This one needs to go to a safe place away from vampire skeevers. It works. This one feels it. To Reaper's March, this one goes.
Lormancha Molag Ball.
So, where is Skyward Eyes? Did the Daedra get her, or did she escape? Reaper's March. You're pulling this one's hind leg. Did she say where in... No, wait. Of course she didn't. Well, this one thanks you anyway. To expect a better result would be folly. This one can't believe we have to go all the way back to Reaper's March. The last time we were in Arenthia, Skyward Eyes hitched a ride on a cargo ship and ended up in Senshal.
He's too sick to travel again if this fails. It's the waiting that's the worst. If Kerbal has some magic cure, why doesn't she just give it to my husband? To all of these poor souls. Are you also waiting to see Kerbal? She's the village's mayor. They say Kerbal can cure any disease, but once cured, you can never leave the village. I'm not sick, but my husband Draven is, and if we have to live in a hovel for the rest of our lives to save him, that's fine by me. That's another strange thing. It's hidden, through the cave up the hill. Kerbal will send for me eventually, but I'm worried. It's forever without him. Could you take a look and make sure Draven's all right? I have some gold. I can pay you. You'll need to talk to the guard by the cave entrance before you go. They don't take kindly to unexpected visitors. Draven's my husband, tall, handsome fellow. Tell him I'm still waiting. To be honest, we don't know. He doesn't like to talk about it, even to me. Last month he locked himself in our basement and refused to come out, as if he was afraid I'd catch it from him. I heard all about a legendary village where all illnesses cured, ever since I was a lad. When Draven got sick, I needed to find it, or learn whether it even existed. Spent nearly all our gold until I did, and here we are at last. Draven entered the village a week ago. Kerbal says it's part of the treatment, to see how the patient fares without his or her family. She sent someone to tell me it won't be much longer. I can't wait to be with my husband again.
Did you hear that Vanus Galarian was rescued from the Black Forge? Stop! I must alert the mayor to all new arrivals. Many would. I can't allow everyone into the village, or we'd be overrun by disease. Some say the village can cure everything, but that's definitely not true. We're very selective. You seem healthy enough, though. What's your business? His case came up today, so your timing is excellent. I'll signal ahead that you're coming in. We ask that you don't stray from the town once you pass the cave. The woods beyond the village aren't safe.
Rejoice! Soon we will have a new member of our family, Draven. Patience, friends. I will speak to each of you individually.
Hello there.
I don't recognize you. Come, let us speak. Welcome to our humble village. Not many find us by accident, yet I smell no illness upon you. May I ask what brings you here, if not the cure? Ah, Renoir sent you then. He need not wait outside any longer. Draven will soon be inducted into the village. I'll see to it the guard lets him know. Is that all you seek, then? I apologize, but you are an outsider. It's impossible for you to fully understand, but suffice to say that those who are cured must stay in the village. It is for our protection and theirs. Draven is in the guest house if you wish to see him.
Forgive me for not getting up. It's been a long day, and I'm ravenous. Is there something you need? Are you new too? He's such a silly one. Of course I am, now that Kerbel's agreed to cure me. He can come to the village now the first week's over. Is he still suspicious of these fine folk in the village, I wonder? I'm afraid I can't talk about it. The village prides itself on privacy. I apologize if Renoir inconvenienced you in your travels, but as you can see, everything's fine.
Draven, what's going on? No one will tell me a thing.
Come and sit, dear. Everything will be all right.
I can't be the only one who thinks something strange is going on. Kerbel and the lot of them. There's some kind of cult.
Renoir, let it rest. Soon I'll be better. Doesn't that count for something?
I don't trust anyone in this town. Why won't they tell me exactly what the cure is? Why can't we leave town afterwards? And if they have a remedy, why can't they tell me what's wrong with Draven? Draven's desperate for a cure. He'll believe anything, anyone. I know you've got your own business, but I could use someone on my side. If you could have a look around, or maybe ask people about this place. I don't know. I'm at a loss. Thank you. I'll talk to Kerbel directly and see if she'll tell me anything. So far, she's kept all the details to herself, and you can see what Draven's like. When you have something concrete, let me know. It'd do a lot to ease my mind. To be honest, we don't know. He doesn't like to talk about it, even to me. Last month, he locked himself in our basement and refused to come out.
It hurts! It hurts! Go away!
You're new here. Watch yourself, running about and bothering folks. We don't take kindly to nosy people. Ha! Is this one of Kerbel's tests? I'm not saying a word. My word is my bond.
I don't get a lot of business from outsiders, and my stock is limited, but take a look.
Sorry, I don't sell our supplies. I'm sure one of the merchants on the other side of town will have what you need. Yes, well, we have a need for it. If Kerbal hasn't told you, then it's not my place to say more than that. I need to get back to work.
I spent a month trying to convince Kerbal to take me in. Not about to ruin all that work by blabbing off to an outsider. If Kerbal wants you to know something, she'd already have told you. If you're so eager to learn our secret, talk to Helene. She's in the lower floor of that house yonder. That's all I'm going to say.
It hurts. It hurts. Go away. The change. The change is coming, and I can't stop it. Kerbal promised me that she could help, but only after I calm down. Please go. I can smell your blood. It's driving me crazy. I'm a werewolf. Oh, God, I said it. A terrible beast. I can't control myself. But Kerbal promised she'd save me like she saved everyone else. Please, don't leave yet. Can I talk to you? It's past. I'm so ashamed. The feeling comes and goes, but I need to talk to someone to take my mind off things, please. I'm I'm going through my first change soon. It'll be my first time as a werewolf. Everyone's experience is different. It's a kindness to keep me away from everyone, really, until they know how this will affect me. It was an accident. While hunting rabbits, I stumbled onto a feeding werewolf. He instinctively attacked, but stopped before he caused me serious harm. Unfortunately, he'd already bitten me. I was so scared. He changed then and explained what would happen to me. He told me about Kerbal's Hollow. I didn't believe it at first, so I waited. People who heard about my attack made it clear I wasn't welcome. By then, it was too late. So here I am. It's past.
That's not right. Something strange is going on in this town. You've seen it, haven't you? They just took Draven away for their initiation. It's like some kind of cult. There's a winding path just past the village. Kerbal and a handful of others took him up that way. They said they didn't have a spare robe for me or some such nonsense. Enough for both of us? No? Then you use them as a disguise. Kerbal's too familiar with my face by now, and she'll recognize me whatever I wear. They're binding him to the village forever. I don't understand yet. Make them stop before it's too late. Keep out of sight. They wouldn't even allow me to watch, so I doubt you'd be welcome there without your robes. If you hurry, you can make it before they arrive. Make sure they don't hurt Draven.
There's no turning back now, Draven. You are a part of this village now. Don't be alarmed. Soon the pain will subside.
No. Stop. You're in my head.
Don't interrupt the ritual. No!
Divines,
I've lost control! Draven! Come back! You've endangered us all with your meddling. Well, what have you got to say for yourself? Yes, we all are, in fact. That's why he came to us. I can suppress the lycanthropic tendencies of the disease. The ritual you interrupted was to seal Draven's form, to protect him as well as the village. But now he's turned and we're all in danger. We must find him. The ritual might still work if we catch him in time to complete the binding. If not, then we must save the town above all else. Go after him. I must tell everyone what's happened. Everyone who's left, that is. If he can't be subdued and forced to complete the ritual, he'll have to be killed. And that's on your head, not mine.
Ingrid Van speaks highly of you. If you're high in her... What's happened? Some of the people in the town are acting strangely. What? That was his disease all along? Why didn't he tell me? We have to go after him. He's probably frightened out of his mind. What was Kerbal thinking? Kerbal has a lot of explaining to do. Sealing his form? What does that even mean? Gods, I pray Draven's all right.
Everyone, stay calm. We will soon have this back in hand. Keep faith, my friends. Renoir, bring Draven to the town hall. Stranger, come with me. Some of the townsfolk have already turned back into their werewolf form. The spell is breaking faster than I thought. Draven must complete the ritual. Yes, he's not the first to fail, but it's very rare. Those who don't complete the ritual usually die immediately, by their own hand or someone else's. Nevertheless, it's better than the alternative. He may not see me as an ally, thanks to your interference. He may only remember how much pain I caused. This is your fault, so you must fix it. The others from the ritual site will bring him in. Let's hope he doesn't remember your fight. Talk to Draven, but take what he says with a grain of salt.
What have you done to my husband?
Where am I? It was like I fell asleep, but then there was this terrible pain. I remember you. You're the one who helped my husband. Renoir, are you all right? Did I hurt you? I see the truth. Power calls me. No one can stop me. Kill. Eat. There is no fear, only hunger. No, I'm not a beast. I can control myself. Renoir, don't leave me. No, don't let her. I don't want this anymore. I've seen what she does to the people in this village. She takes their minds, puts them under her control. Being a werewolf is a curse, but I can't give up who I am. I felt it. She was in my head during the ritual, cutting away something inside. Something important. I couldn't move. To think she did that to all those people, that's no cure. I'll have to learn to control myself, but it's not impossible. I've had lycanthropy for a while now, and I know the signs. It'll be much easier now that Renoir knows the truth. I felt it. She was in my head during the ritual, cutting away something inside. Something important. I couldn't move. To think she did that to all those people, that's no cure.
You can speak to him now. I'm not feeling very well all of a sudden.
He's exhausted. I really wish we'd never come to this place.
Sorry, I don't sell our supplies. I'm sure one of the merchants on the other side of town will have what you need.
The problems with the Reachmen continue. I'll have to start forging weapons instead of horseshoes.
Where am I? It was like I fell asleep, but then there was this terrible pain. I see the truth. Power calls me. No, don't let her. I don't want this anymore. I've seen what she does to the people in this village. She takes their minds, puts them under her control. Being aware... I felt it. She was in my head during the ritual, cutting away something inside. Something important. I couldn't move. To think she did that to all those people. That's no cure. Thank you, poor Renoir. I'm so sorry, my love. You can leave me if it's too much to bear. Just don't trust Kerbal, no matter what she says.
I've heard enough! I'll be outside.
He speaks the truth. I've bound everyone here to this village, but by doing so, freed them from the curse of lycanthropy. They all chose it willingly. Think what you want of it, but each of our sacrifices is for the greater good. It's a very long story, but the short version is through magic. I bind the villagers, voluntarily, to each other in our original forms. Once bound, transformation into any alternative can't happen. Yes. That's why we require a stay without their family before their acceptance. They must understand what it will be like without their loved ones. Can they cope? Can they live in this village forever? They must be sure, or we won't risk it. No one's ever left. We're happy here. Safe. Once bound, even partially, if they leave the Hollow, they'll break the entire bond and change form forever. Draven must see this. We will lose control, little by little, unless he completes the ritual.
What will happen to Draven now? I don't understand any of this. Her too? That explains it. Kerbal has a spell over this entire town. These people are all mindless drones. If we're to save Draven, we must break this spell for good. I think I know what to do. Don't let her cast a spell over you. She's clouded everyone's judgment in this town. If you talk to her, she'll convince you to kill Draven. Don't let her kill my husband.
Hail! Merchandise.
We don't get many visitors nowadays. Don't get me wrong, though. I'm pleased to see another soul. I'd offer you something to eat, but I'm afraid I've already finished most of it.
He speaks the truth. I've bound everyone here to this village, but by doing so, freed them from the curse of lycanthropy. They all chose. It's a very long story, but the short... Yes. That's why we require a stay without their family before their acceptance. They must understand what it will be like without their loved ones. Can they cope? Can they live in this village forever? They must be sure, or we won't risk it. No one's ever left. We're happy here. Safe. Once bound, even partially, if they leave the Hollow, they'll break the entire bond and change form forever. Draven must see this. We will lose control, little by little, unless he completes the ritual.
My head. Make the pain stop. Please, do whatever you must to make it stop.
He speaks the truth. I've bound everyone here to this village, but by doing so, freed them from the curse of lycanthropy. Yes. I'm glad you understand our predicament. Don't hurt Renoir. He's already gone through so much already. Take him past the cave up the hill. With luck, Draven won't be far behind, and we can end this nightmare.
What will happen to Draven now? I don't understand any of this. Her too? That explains it. Kerbal has a spell over this entire town. These people are all mindless drones. If we're to save Draven, we must break this spell for good. I think I know what to do. The gate on this side of town leads to a cave entrance. It was guarded the last time I saw it, but with half the town gone, maybe we can get through. Kerbal doesn't want anyone up there. We've got to destroy whatever she's hiding on the hill.
Remember, Draven isn't quite himself yet, and in this state, he endangers the entire town. I know it sounds harsh, but only severing his link to the village will spare the rest of us. Are you sure? You've seemed quite friendly with both Draven and his husband, and the only cure is a permanent separation between Draven and the rest of the village. Not that I mean to change your mind, but you must understand what this means. Thank you. We've but one recourse left to us at this point. Draven must be removed. The spell which holds back the lycanthropy is weakening because of him. Unless he either finishes the rite or dies, we're all doomed to follow him. I can't let the people of this village suffer for the whims of one man. The townsfolk, they don't know the cost of their freedom. No, it's better to do it away from town. Draven will revert to his werewolf form soon. We must lure him out of town. Renoir will be our bait. I pity the man, but it's our only recourse. I'm glad you understand our predicament. Don't hurt Renoir. He's already gone through so much already. Take him past the cave up the hill. With luck, Draven won't be far behind, and we can end this nightmare.
I feel so empty. Torn. Where's Renoir? I'm so hungry.
Quality and variety. See for yourself.
If we must spill his blood to ensure the safety of the village, then that is what we shall do. If we must spill his blood to ensure the safety of the village, then that is what we shall do.
I feel so empty. Torn. Where's Renoir? I'm so hungry.
If we must spill his...
You bear the brimstone crown, so the Lava Queen's reign ends at last.
If we must spill his blood to ensure the safety of the village, then that is what we shall do.
I don't get a lot of business from outsiders, and my...
We must hurry, before Kerbal does anything more to hurt my husband. Is he all right? That Kerbal didn't hurt him, did she? How? I'll do anything to save Draven any more pain. He's ashamed of his disease, but it's not his fault. Is there anything I can do? Anything at all? All right, I'll stop my questions. Lead on, friend.
Step up, have a look.
Draven, what's happened?
You'll pay for this, Kerbal.
Save our village. Strike down the beast.
No! What have you done?
I'm sorry, Renoir. Gods be with you. He's gone. I can only hope he'll be all right. Such a waste. I'd hoped Draven would listen to reason before it came to this. If he'd remained alive, the spell over the whole town would have broken, leaving us all as he was, a mindless, slavering beast. I would not wish that fate on anyone. Yes, his death severed his connection with the town. I do hope Renoir makes it safely away, though I doubt anyone would believe his wild tales if he chose to speak about us. Another legend to hand down, I suppose. Though you've certainly gone out of your way to help us, I ask that you keep your stay here brief. The townsfolk need time to recover from this ordeal. More often than you'd imagine, we heal those we can of other ailments, but of course, our main purpose is to bind those with lycanthropy to their normal form. True. Some might say it's another curse rather than an actual cure. They might be right, but we live as peacefully as we can. We don't look for trouble, and we grieve whenever it finds us.
Everyone deserves variety in their diet. I provide that.
Another visitor? Suddenly this village isn't feeling so isolated.
We don't get many visitors nowadays. Don't get...
I'm desperate. Hey, Bursap! Spare a glint? A peck of shiny gems? A mark? One who fights for coin? Spare some, will you? Mine's run off. Dallying with a light catch, sure. Will it? Pleasure, Bursap. Shadows keep you safe.
Stendar protect you.